Hi, I'm Shannon. Over the last 3 months, I have hosted 6 episodes of burning questions in the Singapore property market with Colin Ee. If this is the first time you are watching this video, welcome to our channel, and I am sure you will find the content very different, enlightening and enriching. But don't take my word for it. Click on the subscribe button now and continue watching till the end to find out for yourself. Burning Questions in the Singapore Property Market is a series of videos which are designed to ask commonly heard questions and to find out little-known answers about our property market. The topics are usually controversial, provocative, and even awkward. But who else other than Colin Ee is in the best position to answer them? If you have not met Colin, let me give you a quick introduction. Colin is the founder of PSF Real Estate Academy. Since 2014, over 1,000 home buyers and property investors have attended the property investment education programs conducted by Colin. Over the years, Colin has attracted many followers, students, and clients because they like his direct, straight to the point, no-nonsense attitude when it comes to advising on property matters. In many situations, I have seen Colin simplify complex situations into clear, concise, and easy to understand scenarios for his clients that allow them to gain greater clarity on their options. Another important reason why many people follow Colin Ee is that he does not approach his students or clients to sell properties or even buy properties, although he is a licensed property agent. Colin, we are back again, and today I have a question which I think many people are curious to know.
Hi Shannon, nice to see you again. So what difficult question have you got for me today?
Nowadays, we hear about property agents making like $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, even $100,000 per month in commissions, right?
Right.
Are all property agents really making that insane astronomical amount of money? And what about the common terms that we hear about the achievements of property agents? For example, top achievers, star achievers, gold, platinum, titanium achievers.
Yeah, all these, yes, all these terms.
What do they exactly represent?
All right, you always find me very difficult topics to answer and want me to be the bad guy. So if I say property agents earn too much, then some people may not like it. But on the other hand, if I say that property agents don't earn that much, then I maybe seem as, belittling their efforts.
Well, but precisely, that's what you are known for, right? We all know that that's your style all these years, and your audience love you when you speak the hard truths.
That's true, you certainly know my style very well.
I have to. Before doing this series of shows, I have already researched about you, your articles on Facebook, I read them, and since we started this series, I really got to know how much value you provide to your audience. You don't just say things differently for the sake of doing so. For the benefit of our audience, maybe you can share your thoughts with us. Are property agents making too much money today, honestly?
Okay, sure. Actually, how much is a very subjective matter. You see, there are about 30,000 registered property agents in Singapore, and many of them are just holding the license. Since getting a license is not easy, so they do not want to give it up in case it becomes a reality that one day if they lose their job, right, they can still be a property agent. But meanwhile, they are not actively practicing. So maybe we are talking about only about 20 to 30% of the total number of the registered agents who are active. Therefore, it is not as if all 30,000 property agents make $10,000 or more per month, right? Because there are many who do not practice, so there are many who don't earn anything too. But for those who actively practice, earning $10,000, $50,000 or even $100,000 a month in commission is entirely possible.
Right, I see. So obviously $10K and $100K per month is a huge difference. Right. Earning $100,000 a month is a lot of money.
Of course.
What is the percentage that we are talking about?
So maybe let's take the annual income instead of just looking at month by month, because the numbers can fluctuate greatly due to many reasons, since this number is solely based on sales. So if we take, let's say, 100,000 income per year, right? My guess is that the top maybe 10% to 30% of the agents probably hit this number, right? So this is the same as the 80-20 rule where the top 20% will earn most of the income.
So if it follows the 80-20 rule, then it shouldn't be a surprise. But in the last few months, there seems to be greater scrutiny from the public as well as the authorities about the amount of commission property agents are making. So the first time it was reported was around October 2020.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
shortly after the announcement of the clampdown on the reissuance of option to purchase by developers for their new projects. Then at the beginning of this year, after the sizzling sales results at Normanton Park and the Reef at Kingsdock, it was reported that URA is looking into property agents' commission and the possible correlation between developer sales and the commission they pay to property agents.
Certainly there's a correlation between how well new homes are selling, versus the commissions that developers are paying the agents. So higher commissions will usually drive sales. So today developers typically pay agents about between 2% to 4% for selling their projects.
Wow.
So it has increased a lot compared to the 1990s and the 2000s. So back then, the commission from developers was usually less than 1% of the sale price.
My question then is, why are developers giving higher commissions today as compared to 10 years ago?
There are a few reasons for the higher commissions we see today. One of the reasons has to do with the housing policy. Under the Residential Property Act, developers can apply for additional buyer stamp duty, or ABSD for short, remission upfront, and target to finish selling all units within 5 years from the date of purchase of the land. If they are successful, then there's no need to pay the ABSD, right? If there are still remaining units, it doesn't matter if there are a single unit or 100 units left unsold after 5 years, developers will have to pay a hefty ABSD of 30% based on the land cost, which is a lot of money. Right? So it makes sense to pay property agents high commissions to help sell all the units within 5 years rather than at the end pay the ABSD. So because of this 5-year cycle, developers are always under pressure to drum up sales to meet the 5 years deadline, especially when developers want to move their units faster. So probably because the deadline is approaching, they will usually increase the commission.
I see, that's really a big, huge reason. So I suppose if I am a developer and facing an impending deadline to sell all my units, I would definitely pay more money to the agents to sell for me, right?
Yes, that's quite natural, yes.
Yeah, but instead of paying more to agents, what about developers giving discounts to attract buyers? I mean, in the end, it will still achieve the same effect of increasing sales, right?
Right. Shannon, you have raised a very good point here. Over the years, many students have asked me this question, when they look at a new project and which they like, and they ask me, do you think the developer will give discount?
What's your answer?
I tell them, no, developers will not give discount. Right, why? Unless you are super rich, this is the exact answer I tell them, Unless you are a super rich person who can negotiate a bulk deal with the developer to buy maybe 50 units, right? Then maybe you can get a slight discount. It happened a few years back. So we'll show this example to the audience, right? Okay. Otherwise, if you are just buying one unit, which is what almost every buyer will be doing, developer does not have the time to deal with individual buyers' request for discount. Imagine every interested buyer asking for discount, right? The developer will not have time to do business already.
But once in a while, I do hear of developers giving discounts, right?
Now let me ask you, you are right to say that, right? In a new project, who controls the price?
Developer.
Okay, you're right. So if a unit used to be selling at $1 million and the developer increased the price by 50,000 to 1.05 million and then announced a discount of 30,000 for that unit, Shannon, would you buy?
It's still more expensive, right? So no, I won't buy.
Yeah, definitely more expensive than previously, right? Okay. So precisely, my point I want to show is that developers control the price of all the units. So some discounts are genuine, but many of the discounts or star buys are for very poor units, or it has already been priced in, right? So now if I go back to your initial point about whether developers are likely to give discounts to increase sales, right? You see, whether genuine discounts or not, developers are very unlikely to give discounts because they do not want to upset earlier buyers who supported them and bought their projects when it was launched. This is a very big reason, right? Developers are are doing long-term business. They don't just build one project and disappear. They build projects after projects. Any developers will not risk their reputation to drop the price just to attract buyers, as earlier buyers will be unhappy. Right? So if they do this, the next time this developer launches a new project, no buyer is going to buy early because everyone will be waiting 2 years later, then go and buy after they drop the price. And this will hurt the developers because they do not have the cash flow to come in to pay for the bank loan, bank acquisition and construction.
Right.
So the answer is, forget about developers dropping price. They will not do it. Right? Even if they do, don't buy because they may drop price again after you buy. But that's more for about project selection, which we can discuss it for another topic another day.
I see. So from developers' point of view, although increasing the commission and dropping price will both achieve the same outcome of driving sales,
that's right,
they still prefer to give higher commission to agents.
Yes.
But as a buyer, I would rather developer drop the price.
Obviously, Shannon, you're looking at this issue from your own buyer's perspective, so obviously you want, you like the developers to drop the price. But from developers' point of view, they would rather incentivize the agents to sell more of their units rather than give you a direct discount.
Why? Oh wait, is it going to be a lengthy explanation?
Yes, it is, right? In fact, the explanation is going to be very important for us to understand what is actually happening in the property market today.
Okay, so shall we leave that to the next episode?
Sure.
Great! So stay tuned for our next episode to find out what will be the implications for you as a buyer and investors when developers pay higher commissions to the property agents instead of directly giving you a discount. So click on the subscribe button now to follow our future videos. I'll see you soon. Bye!